Hey guys, so welcome back to my channel. So first off the bat, there is a different background. I'm actually at my dad's house because I go to my dad's house on the weekend. So if you notice that in some of my videos, that's why. And secondly, I apologize again, this is on a webcam because my actual camera still hasn't gotten fixed because the people that are supposed to fix it are just being stupid and just, I guess, don't like me. I don't know. So yeah, I'm really sorry. So I'm just going to be doing a get ready with me anyways. So yeah, and I'm still trying to figure out iMovie, so I really apologize for all the direct uploads, but um, yeah. So let's just get right into it. So the first thing that I use is my Simple Protecting Light Moisturizer, and this I just use in the morning. I use Benefit's Total Moisture Facial Cream at night just because it's like a deeper moisturization. But in the morning, I just like a really light moisture because I don't want my skin to get flaky, but at the same time, I don't want something super, super deep. And I do use quite a bit, and it is really cold out, so I'm sorry if you see me looking up. My mirror is right there. So I basically just rub this in. I really like this moisturizer. I think it does a pretty good job of moisturizing my skin. Honestly, I wouldn't use this for anything else, but you know, morning moisture, just because it isn't that amazing of a moisture, I think it's just average, but the ingredients in there are very good for your skin, so that's why I continue to buy it. It's just very natural, and the ingredients are very, very nice. I don't exactly know, like, off my head, but off the top of my head, but I do know they're very, very healthy ingredients, and they're just something, you know, that a lot of people would like. So yeah, obviously you have to let that sink in. I feel like a lot of people don't let their moisturizer sink in, and then they already go ahead with primer foundation. Make sure it sinks in before you actually do it, because it won't work well. Anyways, moving on to the eyes. I actually don't know where my primer is right now, so I'm going to skip that. But I'm going on to my Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is the metal one in the shade Barely Branded. And it's just, again, like the one that I showed in my other video. Very light champagne color. And I'm just going to put that all over my lids as just kind of a base for the eyeshadow. These are really creamy. They're definitely more expensive for most cream shadows at the drugstore, but they're definitely worth it because they're super creamy, they're waterproof, they don't crease or anything like that. I've used them for such a long time, and they last a really long time. I've had this for quite a while now, so, and I use it like literally every day. This one's just such a nice, like, neutral color that literally just looks good with every look, and they just help your eyeshadow adhere. So especially on days where you don't know where your primer is, like me, this is just something that's very, very helpful. Anyways, moving on. So I'm actually going to be using my Brow Fix kit. Or no, sorry, what am I even talking about? But I'm going to be using my Brow Fix kit to do my brows today, but, and what am I even doing? Okay. Anyways, but I'm taking my Naked 2 palette, and I'm just going to be using some of the colors in here. So taking my Eco Tool, it's just like a little fluffy brush. I'm going to be taking Booty Call, and I'm just going to put that over the lid. It's just like a really pink, like, white almost color. I don't know how to describe it. I'm not in frame. I'm really sorry. Sorry if you hear that. That's my cat. Alright, so the next color that I'm going to take is, I'm going to take my e.l.f., just like a crease brush, and I'm going to take the color Tease, and it kind of looks really purpley in the pan, but it turns out more like a matte brown, purpley brown, I guess you could say. As you can tell, it looks really, really pretty. You don't need a lot of eyeshadow with this to make it look good. And I know a lot of people do their crease shadow like weird, differently, but I just like to open my eye because it really just gets the kind of curve of my eye, I guess you could say. And so that way I'm right in the crease. So yeah, and then I just go back in to make sure they're evenly dark enough, because I feel like one eye always gets darker than the other, if that makes any sense. And oh my god, I'm 5 minutes in and I haven't, wow. Okay, anyways, to darken it, I'm just going to be using Snakebite. You should probably hurry this up because I'm already on 5 minutes, wow. Alright, so then I'm going to go in with my MAC 217, which is my favorite blending brush, and just kind of blend it so you don't have any harsh lines, because nobody likes harsh lines, but you don't have to blend them that much. I'm taking Chella's Ivory Lace Highlighter and just highlighting my eyebrows with it. And this is really, really pretty, especially for someone with my skin tone. And then I'm taking MAC's 227 brush, going back into the Naked 2 palette, and I'm taking the color Foxy and just kind of studying that, just for an even stronger highlight, because I really like matte highlights for some reason. Alright, so next, moving on to the concealer. So I'm using Maybelline's Fit Me Concealer. I talked about these in my other video. Again, I have 15 fair and 10 light because I'm in between shades. So I just basically make a tribal paint across my forehead. Across my face, it kind of looks like that. You know, I like this versus the Fit Me foundation, so I kind of just use it as a foundation, I guess. I don't know, I find a lot of my friends find it really weird, but that's just what I like to do. So, I mean, you can obviously do what you want. This isn't really a tutorial, but I mean, if you were to recreate this look, so I look like some sort of like tribal person. Like, you know how like people in Africa, they paint their faces? That's what I look like right now. So, yeah, and I actually go in my fingers after because I feel like that it blends the best, but I do end up using like an actual brush. So, yeah, you'll just see my technique. I could edit this on iMovie, but honestly, I think it's just better that I do a talk through. And I use my middle finger, and I basically just kind of blend it in. A lot of people use their pinky finger. I think the middle finger works the best for me. I mean, I'm not trying to flip anyone off, but you know, yeah. And then I go in with another brush, and I'll blend it out even more. This lighting is making my skin look weird. I apologize, my skin doesn't really look this oddly colored. And I basically just kind of smooth it out, kind of just blend them together, because I do have a brush that makes it look really airbrushed, so I don't really need my fingers to do that, plus it takes longer with your fingers. And the brush that I use is by Sephora. This is the Pro Airbrush Concealer number 57, and it looks like this. It's very dirty. I basically just kind of go in like circular motions, and it just really buffs out the makeup, and it just makes my skin look so flawless. I can't even tell you. And I mean, technically, since I use this as a foundation, I could use like a, like a foundation brush, but I think it actually works out better when you use a smaller brush, because then you can just get in like areas that are harder to get with a big brush, if that makes any sense. And I make sure I get around my eyebrows really nicely, because I feel like a lot of people don't blend their concealer well around areas that need to be blended well. Okay. So next I'm taking Rimmel Stay Matte. As you can tell, this is one of my favorites. And I'm using Sonia Kashuk's buffing brush. It's very similar to the Urban Decay Optical Blurring Brush, and I really, really like it. I think it's a really good dupe. You're supposed to use this for cream products, but I find that it works really, really well for face. And of course, I would have something in my eye right now. Why did I just go over my eye? So yeah, then using CoverGirl's Cheekers Blush in the shade 154 Deep Plum, I believe it's called. And just like an angled blush brush. I don't really know where this is from. I like to kind of do it like as if I was contouring, but not in the contour spot. If that makes any sense. Like, you see what I mean? I don't know. I think it looks prettier. I don't think that you should put blush on the apples of your cheeks, because honestly I think that makes you look like you have really red cheeks, and a lot of people have redness on their cheeks, aka me. So I don't really like doing that because I feel like there's no point in putting makeup if I have redness on like my cheeks right there. And it does look like 2 stripes on camera. It looks very prominent. Trust me, I blend it out. So yeah, that's next. Then I'm taking this brush. It's another angled kind of blush brush. I'm using Sephora's bronzer. This one is called Los Cabos, and it is a matte bronzer. And I just suck in my cheeks like every other YouTuber. Once I get it to my desired look. This is looking way more prominent on camera. I promise you it's not this dark. And of course you want to get the bottoms of your chin. It's kind of like a 3 shape, and then the temples of your forehead. This is just kind of going to give you an outline as well as make you look more tan. I'm going back in with the buffing brush, and I'm basically just going to buff everything out. Just so it's just more natural, as you can see. Yeah, it looks better now. So yeah. Alright, so the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do my eyeliner and my mascara, but it's hard to do on camera, so I'm just going to come back to you guys when I'm done with that. So, alright, so I'm back now. So I've done my eyeliner and my mascara. I'm really sorry I couldn't do that on camera. It's actually really, really hard to do that while staying in frame. So the eyeliner that I used is Revlon Color Stay Liquid Liner, and I absolutely love this. You guys have heard about this probably in my last video, but it just looks like that. It's a really, really nice eyeliner. I think it's just amazing. And of course, again, also in my last video is the CoverGirl Lash Blast Volume. I look crazy right now, but that's what it does to my lashes. I absolutely love it. It holds the curl all day, unlike a lot of other products, so I would definitely recommend this. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be using my All Night lip gloss. This one is in the shade 200 Nutrients. This is just a really, really pretty nude color. And it's not sticky, and it feels really, really nice, and it smells nice too. And can you see my cat? See? Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to be taking my, what is this? Just an all over eye blender brush with my actual, if I can find it. Oh, okay, I'm stupid. My Brow Kit by Milani, and I'm just going to fill in my brows. I don't have my angled brush with me, so that doesn't help. And I use the Brow 1 in here, because the Brow 2 is too dark. And from this color, it's called Light. And then I'm taking Great Lash Clears Mascara. And I am just going to use it. And really, I do this just because my eyebrow hairs can get crazy during the day. And I don't know, I just like them. So yeah, that is a get ready with me. This is just pretty much my everyday makeup routine. I pretty much use this on an everyday basis. My lip color does change sometimes, and my eyeshadow is never the same from day to day, but everything else is. So yeah, but I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and please remember to like this video and subscribe to my channel because I only have 2 subscribers. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video.